lay down and in just moments I'm asleep. It feels like I'm eating a Jolly Rancher candy while I go to sleep. I started sleeping through the night.
If you have trouble falling asleep or sleeping through the night, now you can experience the best sleep of your life with Sleep Sense from Common Sense Wellness Worldwide. Go to WJZDRadioDetroit.com and click on the sleep banner. That's WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Click on the sleep banner and enjoy the best sleep of your
now
life.
Now listen.
Yeah.
WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
Can you guys hear me out there? Because I can't hear myself. And that's a problem. Check, check, check. Here we go. Good Monday Madness Monday morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. I'm your man, Don Allen. And we got some stuff we're going to talk about today. What's up, Kate? Anthony McAllister is with us. Good morning, Janae. My man, Gene Edwards. You heard Gene early this morning. Yeah, Gene, I'm still running your shows. Because you play great jazz, you know. And for a station that started out as a total jazz station, and then we kind of swayed into R&B because, you know, for as much as everybody says they love jazz, they gotta have jazz. The truth of the matter is, you guys say you love it, and there may be one or two out there, or 3 or 4 or 5,000 across the country that will listen to nothing but jazz. However, there are those who want jazz, but they want it sometime. They don't want it all the time. So I chose to entertain the masses, and while not forgetting about our traditional jazz lovers. That's why we play jazz and R&B, and you're going to hear some changes coming up. We've had a meeting, and we decided we are going to change some things here at the station in terms of the music that you'll hear. Especially on Friday, we got a new show coming out, Hanging with Cassie, and it is going to be, as I promised years ago, it will be dedicated to local artists and unsigned artists. And this is not just a talk show. This is going to be, Cassie is going to be here chilling with you guys, and she is going to play local artists, and you guys get to decide whether you really like it. If you really like it, you can kick it with her like you guys kick it with me, and you can actually say, well, hey, you know, we will add it to the rotation. What's up, Michael Irvin? Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. Monday Madness. Yeah, I'm calling it Monday Madness today because I've seen some things in the past couple of days, and I think a little bit out of the box, and it's fascinating. So we're going to call it Monday Madness. We're going to talk about everything. If you guys want to chime in on something that you've noticed and you want to talk about, please chime in and let us know. I'm getting a lot of hits. You guys don't eat where you're at. What's up, Bernard? What's happening, my man? Good to see you this morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Do you guys have your coffee? You have your mask, your sanitizer, your gloves? Give them 6 feet or more, because this thing is not going away. We will discuss that as well. I have my coffee. Yep, and my little red love you guys cup. Normally I start with a smoothie or I start with some juice. Today is going to be coffee because it's a coffee kind of day. It's Monday Madness, and first I've got to start. Hey, what's up, Cheryl? How was happening? I wish I'd have contacted you. I'm getting ready to shoot down to Houston in a couple of weeks, and I could have used some of your advice. You know, some last-minute ticket getting, you know. And, yeah, folks, I ain't afraid to admit it. I have to take Spirit. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, me and the boss lady we're going to take it one way. We're going to take it coming down there. Coming back, we're flying, I think, Delta or anybody but them. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't like it. Cheryl said, hell no. You know, well, we're going to have to talk. I might be able to change some things on that. This is a Monday Madness morning. I got a list full, you know, these are my notes. I write these throughout the week, or, you know, like for today, I started writing on Friday. And I'll just jot things down that I see and I notice, so that you guys can be, what's up, Morris? How you doing? I write down these things so we can have things to discuss when I get on the air. K. Anthony said he come by to get me up. I have to fly Spirit. I have to be in Texas because you see, it's very important. This is a priority one. We are at DEFCON 1 on this. I have to be in Houston, Texas by the first weekend of October. The reason being, my mom is turning 84. She is turning 84. Yeah, I know. I want to read that what Janae said in a minute. But my brothers and I, no matter where we are in this country, we will be in front of her so she can put eyes on us on her birthday. Last year we surprised her. She didn't think we were coming, and we just kind of walked in on, on her birthday. Let's see what Janae had to say right now. Flying on Spirit, you got to wear all your clothes for your trip on the plane unless you're a master at packing and carry on. Actually, I'm only going to be there for a few days, so maybe I might even get away with a backpack. I might get away with a backpack. And I'm going to carry my laptop because I'm going to kind of control the station from there. What's up, Brad? What's up, Brad, down in Mesa, Arizona, my healthcare heroes. And Action Jackson, I know he's probably starting school. That's right, family is first, Morris. I agree. Morris chimes in, family is always first. And I'll share that with her, Mr. McAllister. Tell her congratulations, 84 years old. I'm telling you, as our parents and if you are still blessed to have them with you, it is so very important that you spend as much time as you can with them. I like talking with my elders. I like talking to older people, primarily because there's a lot of history that they saw that we didn't see. I mean, when I hear about people who live to be 100 years old and they are in, what up, D? I was just telling everybody about how we're going to, meet down in Houston or in Katy, Texas, and we're going to take care of Mom on her birthday. I love talking to older people because you can sit there, especially if they're in their right mind, they will tell you historical things. I mean, because there are people out here who are who are seniors, and they'll tell you about when the milkman used to ride a horse and buggy to the house. And how many of you guys remember the house with the milk chute on it? Where he put the milk right there in a little milk chute. A little later on, after they stopped doing that, you guys would sneak into the house by opening up the milk chute and kind of climbing in through there. So they sealed those off because burglars were actually getting through. They'd send a kid in to open the door. Good morning, DJ Mellow Mike. This is Monday Madness on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. And we're just talking about my brothers and I are going to converge in Katy, Texas in October and celebrate my mom's 84th. That's right. It is a blessing to have anyone in your life that you can go to for knowledge and for wisdom and for experience. And if they love you, that's all the better, And I am so thankful. And see, my mom was the mom for the neighborhood because all my partners and all of our friends used to converge at our house. And if she were still in Detroit, they knew where to come on holidays. For food, because my mom was always cooking. Barbecuing, cooking turkeys and hams and chitlins. Yeah, I eat chitlins. I'm sorry. If you don't eat them, I'm sorry. I'm still eating them, and I've eaten them since I was a little boy. I'm not overly overweight, and my insides are still fine. Certain places, chitlins are it's regarded as a upper scale thing, So I mean, you eat fish eggs, caviar, and I eat that too. And people think that's the hoity-toity thing to do. Food is food. If it's good for you, or if it's good to you, because everything you eat that's good for you ain't good to you, and so forth. So I mean, as long as you eat a well-balanced meal, you are okay. Pork, let's face it, pork is not the healthiest meat for you, okay? But without pork, you got beef. Beef isn't good for your what do they call it in there, inside there? Your pancreas, okay? With some Franks. Joey Thomas is with us this morning. Say, with some Franks. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some hot sauce. You know how that commercial go? I put that shit on everything. Ooh, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to cuss. Okay. But that's what the commercial says. Good morning, you all in Radio Land. That's my man, DJ Waldo. You guys, if you missed DJ Waldo, he was doing the damn thing yesterday. I listened to our station from about 2 o'clock all the way just about to when Foodie went off the air. And it was just unstoppable. If you haven't experienced us on, hey, Mike Turner, what's going on? If you haven't experienced WJZD Radio on a Sunday, you can go, if you want to go to praise and worship, that's fine. But if you don't make it, tune in at 12 noon because G Hen puts together a praise mix. Then J Square mellows you out with the gospel jazz flavor. Then Billy T came on with Billy T's awesome playlist. Then DJ Waldo took you into DJ Waldo's Club Living Room. And at 7, we gave you Foodie. Now, Foodie was in the zone, as he always is. It was, I mean, we just turned it on, and I had it blasting throughout the house. And before it rained last night, I went out by the pool because if you looked at my Facebook page, you saw what my dinner was like. We had a seafood boil. We had crawfish, crab, lobster, shrimp, clams, mussels, boiled eggs, corn on the cob, andouille sausage, potatoes, the whole 9. If you look at my page, I posted it. And we had so much, we gave some to the neighbors next door, and it was awesome. But my man, there you go, Mike Turner, he's saying good morning to all of you guys. Everybody say good morning to Mike. Me and Mike go way back, you know. He didn't really know me because he was a grade over mine, you know. I think he hung out with my brother Daryl, you know, or, yeah, I think he did. I mean, he might have been between the two of us. But, Mike, you went to Henry Ford, didn't you? I think you did. I remember Mike seeing him at Piper's Alley, you know, at Floods and, you know. But, yeah, actually, as I was saying, you know, let's get back to our, I lost train of thought. Congratulations to Taylor North, who won the Little League World Series. I am so happy and so proud of those young men. They were out there looking like true professionals if you caught any part of the game. Now, I'm not a real baseball fan. I do enjoy going to baseball games. That's the only way I'm really going to watch. But these kids actually had me kind of glued to it, and I was really rooting for them. And to put it in perspective, Michigan, no one in the state of Michigan has won since 1959. I think it was Hamtramck. And there weren't as many teams involved. These young kids behind the plate, at the plate, pitching the ball, the fielding was fabulous. Everybody came on point. Tigers need to pay attention because these kids had it going on. Wait a minute. I got to step back for a second. Get me some of them chitterlings and hot sauce, and also get you some chicken feet soup. No, I ain't going there. Good morning, Mom. Everybody, my mom is on the air. Don't mind your manners. Don't y'all say nothing out of line to my mama. I'll get with you. Okay? I was just telling everybody we are going to converge in Katy, Texas, and we are going to celebrate my mama's birthday. And if you have someone in your family who loves you and who is a mentor, who is a role model, who advises you, I know Waldo got one because I met her. If you got that person in your life, you got to celebrate them every opportunity you get. And that's what we do. This is Monday Madness, Monday morning on WJZD Radio, Detroit.com. This is the Rise and Grind Morning. I'm your man, Don Allen, here to help you get this week started. Looks like we got our week cut out for us. Oh, your mama's birthday next week, Mike? Okay. We're going to celebrate. Looks like we do have our work cut out for us this week moving forward. But I am convinced we are going to win. Yes, we are. We are going to win the war on everything. I ain't worried about it because I know from where my help comes. Hallelujah. We're going to talk about that. I am convinced we are going to win. It's going to be a rough week, no doubt about it. Although the Lord did give us a beautiful sunshiny day. And I want you guys to take a moment out and pray for those folks down in Louisiana who are experiencing a hurricane. If you have not experienced a hurricane, oh my God. If you look out your front window, if you're at home or in your office, look out your front window. Now imagine not being able to see 3 inches in front of you because of the water. It's just rain coming. It's coming hard, it's coming fast, and it's coming with furiosity. Is that a good word? Mark Wallace's birthday, September 2nd. Happy birthday, Virgos. Yeah. Let's see. With the challenge of the pandemic, the hurricanes, the fires out west, heat waves we've been enduring, lying politicians, out of control kids, but I'm still convinced we're going to win, everybody. You got to have a superior mindset. And I'm going to tell you why. Because those of us who believe, we don't have to worry, okay? My mama taught me when I was young. We were at St. Matthew AME Church on Petoskey over there near K. Y'all know where that's at? You know where Kyden Elementary School is and the boys club? That little small church right there. That's where I came up at, okay? And that's where I first learned about God and the Lord and that sort of thing. That's where I learned where to find my comfort. You know, so I don't worry about pandemics, hurricanes, heat waves, lying politicians, out of control kids. We gonna win. Okay? So, I mean, when you think and you remember all of those who have left us recently, we want to know when we will stop listening to those who misdirect, mislead, misadvise, and then turn up missing when the trouble comes. We don't need more arguments on to take or not to take the shot. We know what to do, okay? We don't need to argue over who was right or who was wrong in Afghanistan because we shouldn't have been there in the first place. We don't need to argue about what to do with out of control kids because you should have did that when they was little. You knew what to do, but you didn't do it, and now they out running the damn streets. We don't need to argue about people going back to work, back to school. You know, that's going to happen. It's inevitable. So don't worry about it. I mean, you can't change nothing with worrying, okay? What is going to be is going to be. Nothing you can do to change it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you understand. We want solutions, but we will not worry because you know what to do when we do worry. We know where to go for the answers. We know and the solutions, and the solution ain't in Washington. It's not in the governor's office. It's not in the mayor's office. The solutions to all of these problems start when you get on your knees, you close your eyes, you get in a quiet place, and you have a talk with the Most High. That's where the solutions are going to come from, folks. I ain't going to lie. Good morning, Carolyn Hill. Ooh, I'm feeling it this morning. Yes, sir. You know, every single night, me and Boss Lady, we have prayer. Every single night, you know, and it changes things. He's watched over us, and I know my mama prayed for me because my mama's a praying woman, okay? So if you haven't, and doing it once don't work, okay? It doesn't. Let me get that out there. It won't work if you do it once. It has to be a consistent flow. You have to, you know, engage yourself. And you don't have to be a pastor to speak to God. That's the beauty of it. You just kind of close your eyes and you just speak to him. You know, you just speak. Just like I speak to you. Well, not just like I speak to you, but, you know, do some reverence and respect and fear. Because our God don't play. You know, think about it. We've been screwing up down here for a long time. And he's sitting up there going, Yeah. You know, see, and people tell me certain things I say I shouldn't say, you know, in regards to church. But when you think about it, God gave us a sense of humor. So I'm sure he gets some of the things we do down here make him laugh. Most of them do not, but some of the things makes him laugh, you know, and I'm pleased when my Lord is laughing. Why is it at the end of every crisis? Now, this is a question I've been bouncing around in my head for the past couple of days, maybe a week or so. Why is it at the end of every crisis, every man-made and natural crisis that we face as humans, money figures itself into the equation? We have a pandemic going on. Oh, it's going to cost billions. And where's this money coming from? Nobody's going back to work, you know. Why did money come into it? When you're talking about human life, why is money even an issue at all? When you're talking about losing hundreds of thousands of human lives, you know, why is money a major factor? We'll get back to it in just a second. Right after these words on the Rise and Grind Morning, I'll be back in a flash with music from who? Dave Koz and some Lynn Roundtree. Oh, yeah. Stay with us on WJZDRadioDetroit.com. The new host of the Artist Spotlight on WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Thursday nights at 7 p.m. All of your favorite artists, local, national, and international. Hear their stories in their own words on the Artist Spotlight with Tanya Michelle, only on WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Hot Sam's Menswear, Detroit's oldest black-owned menswear store, is celebrating over 100 years of top-of-the-line open-door service. Hot Sam's, when you want to look your very best. Business attire, casual wear, formal wear, it doesn't really matter. Hot Sam's has exactly what you need when you want to look your best. Hot Sam's in downtown Detroit for over 100 years at 127 Monroe has a custom tailor shop right in-house. Custom suits, custom shirts, and all the accessories you'll need. Hot Sam's has it all. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Sundays by appointment. Call 313-961-6779 or visit our website at HotSamsDetroit.com. Hot Sam's Menswear, when it's time to look your very best. Your success begins today. Now you can own one of the most profitable pizza franchises with stores across the country. Happy's Pizza is seeking owner-operators right now. You must be enthusiastic about being an entrepreneur. Franchise costs only $25,000. Make your fortune by purchasing the most successful franchise in the country. Buying your own Happy's Pizza franchise will help you reach your own financial goals. Contact Michael L. Cash and Associates at American Capital Solutions at 313-808-5940 or visit americancapital.solutions.com. Be your own boss while making your dreams a reality. Become a Happy's Pizza franchise owner today. The Firm Lawn Care and Snow Removal Service takes care of the outside of your home so you can rest easy on the inside of your home. Yes. 313-799-3476. At any season, the Firm is on your side with expert lawn care, bush and tree service, debris and snow removal, with handyman services available upon request. The Firm Lawn Care and Snow Removal Service. Call 313-799-FIRM. That's 313-799-3476. Let the Firm take care of the outside of your home so you can rest easy on the inside of your home. Let's get you back to more of your favorite music.
Music your way.
Your way. WJZD Radio. As we were talking, just wanted to know, why does money figure itself into the equation when we're talking about human lives? What's up? G. Hen is with us this morning, and Uza Molokom. I hope I said that right. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. All our problems, to me, tend to seat themselves in greed, and that's a problem. That is the virus, okay? Greed is the virus. When you think about those who have left us, think about those who have endured the hurricane, those that are fleeing their homes because of fire. Think about those who are still fighting to live because of a man-made virus that was created to kill. That's all this virus was created to do. We didn't just stumble across COVID-19. They actually put somebody's job was to go in this laboratory and dig down and split this molecule and that thing and mix this with that to come up with something that is going to kill somebody. Then when you think about that, this is how I think out of the box. Think about the person who owns that corporation. Think about that person. Think about the people who live in this country, who made billions and billions of dollars, and for whatever world domination principle or purpose, they had somebody go into a laboratory and create this. This virus is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Tell them about it. Wait a minute, Janae just said, you said it right there, girl. Wait, let me share that. The love of money ain't just a jam by the OJs. Hello. Tell them about it. The virus is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And you see what happened when we tried to get rid of it. It mutated. It changed. What happens when you try to get rid of us? We change. We adapt. Understand this. This was created to kill people. It's doing exactly what it was created to do. And instead of asking why, when are we going to, when I say we, the intelligent people, when are the humans, us, going to stand up and say enough? I want to share something with you. And a lot of you don't know this. My heart goes out to the people in Nashville, Tennessee. Because you see, this is something the news didn't share with you. Instead, they chose this morning to tell me that Krispy Kreme Donuts is giving you 2 donuts if you show them that you're vaccinated. They chose to tell us this morning on the news that some politician is running for office, and he is doing so in those little, trying to find a woman ads with a little heart on his shirt, with little hearts on his shorts, instead of telling us what we really need to know. In Louisiana, 11,276 children in Nashville contracted COVID-19 within the first week of school. 7 are on ventilators and 2 have already died. Before you send your kids to school, ladies and gentlemen, you better be sure. That's all I'm gonna say is you better be sure. It's challenging to move away from this story because now the greed of this country is affecting children. And you may not speak up now. In fact, those of you who feel your freaking rights are being taken away, let your child go to school. Let your child end up on a ventilator, okay? Let your child, heaven forbid, close his eyes for the last time. We'll see how precious your rights are. Because this is making me sick. It makes me sick that, what's going on, Tanya Michelle, the host of the Artist Spotlight? See, the news didn't tell you about the 11,276 children who now have COVID after going to school the first week school opened in Nashville, Tennessee. They didn't share that with you, did they? You know why? Because the media doesn't want you to know about these things. But I do my homework. I will look into things, and me and the boss lady, we do some research on it, because at first I heard that 7 children died. 7 are on ventilators. 2 have already died from COVID-19. Kids can't even take the shot. So why in the hell would you send them into a classroom with a bunch of kids who gonna cough, who gonna spit when they talk? Why would you send them there? They're thinning the herd, folks. They want just rich folks here. And then when they get just rich folks, it's gonna be the guy on top or the guys on top. And they're gonna be like, wait a minute, we ain't got nobody to do the work for us. We done killed too many people. Before you send your kids into school, be sure that you're sure. I know it's a hard thing to do. I know, I figured it out. You can't go to work if your kid is 7, 8 years old. You can't. If you don't have money for daycare, you don't have somebody to watch your child and to teach your child. See, it's not enough just to have a child stay at home. That child has to be consistently, constantly, 100% learning. Even when it's fun, even when it's not fun, they have to be learning something. The grandkids, when they come over here, they have to learn something. We take phones away from them. I take tablets away from them. I'm like, we're gonna learn something. And can we go swimming? Yeah, after you learn something. And then they don't understand that every time they see me, it's like I will ask them, count to 100. You know, what's the capital of Texas? What's the capital of Michigan? You know, spell Michigan. You know, you have to. Okay, here we go. Bernard, what's up? Of course, they don't seen it to the news, but they race know all they need to know at town meetings. Okay, I'm not following you on that. It's a grammatical thing, Bernard. I mean, they run to town meetings, and then see, the second something happens to a child, no problem, bro. The second something happens to a child, oh, the news is right there. When your child is, you know, in the hospital and your child has passed away because of something that is newsworthy, oh, the news is right there. Oh, you know, and we're starting a GoFundMe account for our child who we sent to school without a mask on, or, you know, and then some other kid that over there that gave it to him because his parents felt, well, my rights are taken, like my kids don't have to, you know. Let's see. Let's look back in time. Back in many years ago, I wasn't here, but I'm pretty sure kids could or could not do things that the kids do now. Why? Because time progressed. They didn't have to. Well, this is a new age we're living in. Kids may have to be uncomfortable in school by wearing a mask. Flat out. Either that, or what you're going to have to do in every single school is install one of those air ventilation systems that purifies the air in every single room in the building. From the gymnasium, the bathrooms, the meeting rooms, the principal's office, the classrooms, everything. You know, that is the only way. And then the kids are still going to have to wear masks. And they said that the only way to actually kill the virus is through ultraviolet light. Well, then why not put an ultraviolet light right at each doorway when the kids come through? So when the virus comes in, poof, it dies. Nobody ever thought of this? Come on, work with me, people. You know? Yeah, I mean, they want to rush to city, you know, the school board meetings and cuss and make a fool out themselves. I saw last week where some jackass took his clothes off trying to prove a point. I don't see where that's a good point to prove. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Got to say good morning to Vina Keith. You know, love so fine, and baby, I've been watching you. She's checking us out this morning. Thank you so much for joining us, Vina. Did you guys hear about this? In Wayne County, Georgia, a detention officer was arrested for delivering a controlled substance to inmates. Okay? He was discovered after an investigation was conducted, and he was caught. Indeed, he was caught. After he was arrested and handcuffed, in his uniform, his shirt was then cut with scissors off of his body. Okay? They cut it off him. I'm sure it was meant to humiliate him and embarrass him, and I'm sure it did. It worked. To me, this should be a standard operating procedure. You know, any officer caught breaking the law and is arrested while he is in uniform, they should do a little something to make him feel bad. You know, now think about it. He's bringing controlled substance, probably some weed, probably some whatever else he's bringing in there. And he might be also, that same officer might be also, since he's doing this for this inmate, that inmate don't like that one over there. So, yo, why don't you cut his food off and bring it over here to me? You know, doing stupid stuff like that. And him, like the idiot that he is, you know, okay. But they caught him. And they put it on the police station website of them cutting at it. He had his hands cut. Now think about it, fellas or ladies. You have on a shirt and a guy is cutting your shirt off your body. You are no longer an officer. You are now an inmate. The people that you just helped, you can now join them as number 45423-1. How stupid, you know. It is what it is. These are people doing stupid crap. No, he's not the only one. You know there are other officers out there doing it. Andre Avery, what's going on? Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. I'm Don Allen. We do this live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. I'm only on for an hour, and incidentally, Tina, how you doing? Welcome to the Rise and Grind. We do this live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning. When I do go off, the music does stop, but it doesn't have to. If you press the highlighted call letters right there on my Facebook page, it'll take you right to the website and just press play. You can listen to us all day, 24/7. Let me turn this down. I'm hearing feedback, and I'm going to turn that down too. There are people out there doing stupid stuff. You know how many prisons there are? I used to run a radio station in South Carolina, and I didn't realize until I went for a drive. You know, it's a Sunday afternoon. I didn't know anybody. I went for a drive. Hey, how are you, Tina? Thank you for joining us. I've been watching you on Facebook. I took a long drive, and I drove past four prisons, and they weren't that far from each other. One was for men, one was for women, and then a little bit further down, another one for men and for women. I think two of them might have been federal, and two might have been county or state prisons. You know, either way, it was 4 prisons. It's a lot of brothers and sisters locked up out here. You know, and in some cases, not in all cases, well, they should be. Check this out. I had to share this with you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I heard about this one yesterday. The Trump family is in hot water. Duh. Yeah, they're still in hot water. The Trump family and the Trump organization, Donald Trump Jr. to be precise. Apparently, they have been using money from a nonprofit organization to profit themselves, which is why the inauguration committee and others paid so much money that were far above market price. So for if you're staying in a Trump hotel, a bottle of water will cost you like $15 for a regular bottle of water. That stupid stuff like that. I think it was 12. I exaggerated. It was $12. Okay, $1 bottle of water. And same thing happened at his golf course. And Junior lied under oath when he said he didn't know the individual organized the inauguration, but there is video that says he did, and I did see the video. I wonder what they're going to do with this family. It's hilarious. When there's nothing else to talk about in the news, you can always count on the Trumps to do something stupid. Let's see. Are we going to discuss the city council members under investigation? I don't want to go into public administration, but it looks like we have to band together as citizens of Detroit. You know what, Janae? Let's chat about that. I did talk about that last week. It seems that our own city council is under the microscope and under fire as FBI not only broke in they didn't break in, they walked in the city hall, city county building, and went directly to their offices and to the chambers and confiscated just boxes and boxes of stuff. And then they went to there was only 2. I mean, there actually were 3 in question. Andre Spivey was one, but he is already, I think they already got him for taking bribes from $1,000 to $30,000. Why would you take a bribe for $1,000? I'd have loaned you $1,000, you know. Of course, you know, I'd have questioned it because what the hell is city council borrowing $1,000 for? I'm just saying. But the other 2, I do have their names here too. Wait a minute. Let's go back. See, the benefit of keeping notes. Janae Ayers and Scott Benson. And they actually went to their homes and confiscated a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a crackhead move, a crackhead bribe. $1,000. You know, really? You city freaking council. And Andre Spivey is a preacher. Or was a preacher. We had 2 guys doing things with the inmates at work. They let it be known around the job of the black guy, and the white guy was arrested away from everyone. So there was 2. What G is saying, there were 2 guys. He works in one of those areas where if you don't take care of your damn kids, they send them to G. And two guys that work there were doing little special favors for the children, that detainees, we'll call them that, because you can't call a child an inmate, even though they are. I'm sorry. They made a big public thing with the black guy who got arrested. The white guy, not so much. They kind of took him in the back room and arrested him too. It's not fair, but to me, now true enough, treat them both the same. If you're gonna make this one a public event, make this one a public event. I get it. But, and I'm sure they're saying, well, as long as they're both arrested, it really doesn't make a difference. Yes, it does. It does make a difference, a big difference. Oh, yeah, you got to call them residents. Oh, they're calling them residents. See, they call your children residents when they're arrested and sent away. And they call me and you, should we do something wrong, they call us inmates, okay, or convicts, you know. Taking crackhead bribes. Hallelujah. You know. But this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. When we elected these people, they made a bunch of promises. Let's make this city a better city, and let's do this. And y'all, I'm not going to say them. I'm not going to say the police, because it starts at home. It starts at home. It starts at home when you're a kid, when you can't control your child, and your child is ripping and running the streets. It broke my heart when I was watching the news and I saw this young girl on the hood, on the roof, and the hood, two girls, twerking on a police vehicle. Now, the police officer, thank you, Waldo, beat that tail. When I saw that, and there were two black girls, and when I saw that, number one, who taught you self-respect and morals? Clearly, you didn't learn any at home. Okay, here comes Bernard. What do you say? It's a deal outside $1,000 money exchange, like contracts and cuts. Family and friend gets the manager's jobs. Okay, that makes sense. But you know, these are they who we elect, that we put our trust into. You know, I mean, the way I was raised, you know, if I were elected and put in a position like that, you know, you got to go right versus wrong. All right. I know the difference, and I'm sure they do too. They knew that what they were doing was wrong, and I can't do that. I'm sorry, you know. Then you got to think about, do these people really think about, you know, what their family going to endure? The shame that you're bringing not only on yourself, but on the city and your family. Your kids got to still go to school, and they be like, yeah, I heard your daddy took $1,000 bribe, now he in jail. And you know kids are going to say this. You know kids are going to say this, because kids are heartless. It's the truth. Kids are, you know, they don't care, you know. Remember that old joke, I got some ice cream and you can't get enough because your mama is on the welfare and your daddy alcoholic. It's the same concept. So when these people commit these heinous acts, you know, they're not thinking about the repercussion, the backlash that it's going to cause. Getting back to what I was saying in regards to the young ladies who were atop the police cars, and the police officer did show restraint, because I mean, let's face it, if he'd have punched it one time and jerked them right off the roof and they got hurt, now somebody wants to sue the city of Detroit and might win. They might win. And never mind the fact that she was on the roof. Yeah, and the attorney, you know, Mike is going to get up there and say, because Mike wins. True, she was on the roof of the car, and true, she was twerking, and true, she was showing her G-string and all the rest of that. But let's look at the officer for a second. Did he have to do that? Y'all lucky I wasn't behind the wheel of that car. I wouldn't have hit him. I'd have revved the engine up and jerked that car real good and let her tumble off of it real quick. And true enough, there were a bunch of folks around that vehicle. There were a bunch of them. You can't blame nobody but these people's parents. You can't blame it. Because, see, my mom whipped my behind enough to let me remember it's better that my mama whooped my behind and straightened me out then than for Officer so-and-so to kick my behind and straighten me out as number 3626877. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she did a great job because I have not been locked up, nor have any of my brothers, you know. You know, it's the truth. To the parents of those two young ladies who were twerking on that police car, what the hell was wrong with you? You know, their mama might be in jail because their mama didn't do it. You know, because let's face it, back when they had clubs in Detroit, because Detroit is a nightclub desert, back when they had nightclubs, you'd see a girl and her mama at the club. Not a good thing, not a good look at all. How you doing? My name is Sherry, and this is my mama, and my auntie, Rabuki, and Shaquita, and, you know, and so forth. Are you having a family reunion here? You know, air weekend? See, this is when you quit being your child's friend and being their parent. You know, you gotta quit being their friend. When they go to school, they'll make friends. Trust me, kids are resilient like that. They will make friends, you know, but when they come in, you got to set boundaries. My mom set boundaries. How many of y'all parents set boundaries? You know, you cannot stay out after 11 o'clock if you're 15 years old. Hell, at my house, when I was 15, I had to be on the porch, okay? Boundaries. Kids have none nowadays. I saw a little boy couldn't be 6 years old, had on a pair of Jordans. What for? He ain't gonna sign with the NBA. You see? Okay, now I want you guys to read this. I got a 6x9 cell with a 4-foot high concrete slab for them if your kids don't want to act right. Because that's what's gonna happen. You have to set boundaries with kids. If these parents would have set boundaries with these kids when they were this big, when they got to be that big, you know, they wouldn't be sticking a 45 down in their drawers, not knowing how to use it, and going and shooting at a guy because he lost a basketball game and missing the guy he shot at and killing a little girl on a bike. Yeah, somebody's kid did that. You ended somebody else's life because you lost. All right, we're going to lose. This is life. I am 61 years old, getting ready to be 62. I can't begin to tell you how many things I've lost. I've lost games. I have lost in arguments. I have lost, you know, in wrestling matches. I have lost basketball games, baseball games, football games. I've lost a tooth or two, you know, but I did not lose my self-dignity. I did not lose my mind. I did not lose my self-respect. I did not lose the thought of what would happen to the people in my family, how they would look. Never mind me. I'll put people before me. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't gonna forget how my mom would feel having to come in a courtroom, looking at me standing there chained up like a slave in the corn in the cotton fields. When you take somebody's freedom, you are less than a person. Remember what they say, black people are less than a person or less than a human or less than a man or whatever the hell they used to say. When you're cuffed up and you're in a cell and somebody tells you when to get up, someone tells you when to take a shower, someone tells you when to eat, someone tells you when you can go outside, someone tells you when to go to bed, someone tells you what you can watch on TV, and then your best friend is trying to butt bang you, you know, ooh, I'm getting ready to go there. Kids get in their feelings when I don't answer them when they try to greet me with what up, though. Then they want to whisper, good afternoon, Mr. Henderson. That's the truth. Y'all got, I mean, normally when I get off the air, good morning, Cheryl. Let's see, Janae said we've all been inches away from having the MDOC number. Yeah, we've all been there. But some of us didn't cross that line. A majority of us didn't cross that line. You know, it speaks volumes about the way a person may have been brought up. And yeah, there are some who are psychologically or mentally challenged, but I'm not buying it that every person, every kid out there is mentally challenged or emotionally challenged, you know, and part of it is our own fault. You don't do your damn research. Yeah, there are going to be laws passed that close all those hospitals that specifically dealt with people with emotional and mental challenge. And you've heard the stories. I'm not the only one that heard stories about kids who walk down the street with a samurai freaking sword and the police killed them because they won't put it down. These people need help, and we have turned our backs. How did we turn our backs, you asked, Don? I'm glad you asked that question, because you didn't do your damn research when it came election time, and the funding for those hospitals is gone into some freaking politician's summer home and an apartment for his mistress and her BMW. Do your research, ladies and gentlemen. Find out who's going to be running in this election. Find out. And find out what they stand for, and find out their background. And if it takes going right in their front of their face, I need to know where can I go to find out about you? Because I want to know. I want to make an educated decision when I close that curtain or stand up in that little thing and punch the hole with your name on it. That's going to decide, let me know who I'm voting for. And if you don't like none of the people, hell, let's find somebody that you do trust and elect them. Because I'm going to be frank with you. Y'all put me in city council, I'm going to be like, if I don't like what's going on, I'm going to say, forgive me, Mom, forgive me what I'm about to say. This is bullshit. It's bullshit. Y'all actually arguing back and forth on whether kids get free lunches if they can't afford them. These are children we talking about. You know, that's BS. It's BS to have kids going in school and you don't know how to control this virus. That's why in Nashville, Tennessee, there are over 11,000 kids with this virus. And 7 on ventilators and 2 have died. They haven't told you guys this, but check it out. You can go on Google right now, I swear to God. Google children that have died in Nashville, Tennessee since school began. That was a week ago. 11,000 of them have it. 7 of them on ventilators, 2 gone. What's going to happen in Michigan? And I know you can hear me around the world. Okay, hey, it is what it is. Check in your own state how many kids have COVID and find out how many are on ventilators, and then find out if any have died. The media is not telling you anything about the kids in Detroit that have COVID. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed you don't hear about kids? I'm sure some of these damn kids are in Report Hospital or Ascension or Providence. Good morning. Cassandra Patrick's coming over for her first day. I'm going to coach her for her new show, Hanging with Cassie, on Friday night, 8 p.m. until, what are we going 8 p.m. until midnight? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hanging with Cassie is going to be all local artists. If you're a local artist, please, I urge you, send in your music to wjzdradio@gmail.com. Okay? Let's see. These parents can pay for their kids' lunches if they stop buying designer clothes for them and stay out of Benihana. You ain't never lied. I don't like Benihanas no way. Because, I mean, I like Asian food. Don't get me. Hey, John Barbarella, what's going on, my brother, like none other? It may be just me. Now, I think the whole, novelty of the man cooking and making choo-choo trains out of onions and the little steam coming out of there, I think that's cute. But at the end, I like color, I like texture, and I don't like my food to look like it was mixed all up like a salad, because that's what the food looked like to me each time I've gone to Benihana's. It's just me. I could be wrong. I'm not a Benihana fan. You want to impress me? Go to Phoenix. Is it the Crazy Horse? Daryl or Brad, correct me if it's the Crazy Horse Casino I don't gamble, but there's a restaurant in there. I love it. Ling and Louie's. Oh my God. They are the bomb. I mean, new Asian dishes. These guys got creative with it, and it was fabulous. First place I ate when I got off the plane, and my brother and my sister-in-law took me there. I was out. I was in heaven. I knew it was going to be a good setup. But anyway, we're approaching the 10 o'clock hour. I'll be back with you guys on Wednesday. Remember, once I cut off the camera, the music will stop. The music will stop, but it doesn't have to. All you have to do is go to our website. And if you don't say, Don, I don't know how to get to your website, go to my Facebook page. You'll see highlighted letters, WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Click on that. Boom, you're there. Let it load. Then click play. You can roll with us all day long. We're also on TuneIn. We're on Stream. We're on Simple Radio. There's a bunch of ways of finding us. Okay, and you can drive from Detroit all the way to LA, and we'll roll with you all the way. Let WJLB do that. Guys, as always, it is a pleasure. I still got one more song. Cool. I get to say goodbye all over again. I want you guys to make a difference, you know, and you hear that, and it's becoming so cliche. I want you to make a difference in your society and all that. No, but I really want you to be the reason that somebody smiles today. God didn't wake you up this morning for no reason at all. Don't take that for granted. I open my eyes each morning, I just say thank you, you know, because I get a chance to be better today than I was yesterday. And I want you to do that too. We start with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, what can I do today to make it a better day for me and for those around me? If everybody did that, we wouldn't have these problems. We're going to work on this COVID thing. True. Fact. I got 3 minutes, 36 seconds to, get all this out, so bear with me. We're going to work on this COVID thing. I'm tired of seeing people go to the hospital. I'm tired of hearing about 11,000 kids in the hospital in Tennessee. 7 kids on ventilators, 2 dead. When it starts happening in Detroit, then you guys will get mad, unfortunately. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of your children. Mask up. Sanitize. And, in Detroit, you ain't really got to worry about going to a bar because there ain't no bars in Detroit. Oh, yeah, absolutely, John. I couldn't agree with you more. Thank all of our first responders and anybody who is on the front line at all times for what they do. Like me and you, John, we are out there every day. Yeah, I'm a civil servant. So is John. We make sure that you get where you got to go safely. That's my job, okay? In a nutshell. I ain't got to tell you what I do. A lot of y'all already know, but it is what it is. Thank all of our doctors, thank all of our nurses, thank all of our police officers, all of our firefighters, all of our mail carriers, all of our TSA officers, all of the guys in the military. My heart goes out to the guys in Afghanistan. To me, I got to spit it. It's my show, and I can say what I want. We shouldn't have been over there in the first place. 20 freaking years. You know how rich you made some politicians over here? Because they own the companies that supplied those things. That's why they wanted to keep that battle going. Okay? Think about that for a second. Get those guys out. All those guys are in their 70s and 80s. It's time to get some new blood in there anyway. Get those guys out of here. Let's reelect some new young blood in there. Everybody got to go. I think there should be a term limit on all that anyway, but that's a conversation for maybe on Wednesday we'll talk about term limits. Why the president can only be there for two terms. Why does senators get to be there forever? It is what it is. I want you to share us. Please do share us with all of your friends. Grab their phone and just type in the Google area, WJZD Radio Detroit. Boom, it'll take you to the website. Click on it, let it load, press play. We have a new announcer on the way. Her name is Cassie Patrick. She is going to be our Friday night announcer, and she's going to turn up. But it's going to be a lady-driven show. She's a lady. She's going to talk to the ladies and pump it up. Since the ladies are at home partying up anyway, y'all get y'all little wine, y'all girlfriend thing, and do that. How you doing, girl? Y'all can do all of that. I don't believe I just said that. But it's going to be off the chain. Hanging with Cassie on Friday nights. It's on the way. Also, we're going to do some live entertainment. It is coming up next month. Be on the lookout for WJZDRadioDetroit.com. We are going on the streets, baby, in the heart of downtown Detroit. Make it a good day on purpose. God bless each and every one of you. Hey, Gary Hunter, you're late, but you're here. I love you, cuz. Take it easy, and if it's real easy, take it again. I'm Don Allen. See you guys on Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning for the Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your man, Don Allen. We out of here. Peace.